Well, anyways, thanks for joining us back. Obviously, we are Wasted Attention. We are going to be doing a very special episode today. This is our top 10 albums of the decade. We are all going to go through our top 10, what has moved us, what has really just gotten us excited, and we're going to share it with you. Are we also going to be showing or sharing some tracks as well from
If you want to share a track, I will share a track.
Yeah.
We can put that in there.
Yeah, we'll share some tracks. Kind of elaborate on our point.
I'm going to scoot next to you. Just don't
Please
mind.
do. Please do. Oh, somebody's out.
Don't you worry.
That's probably me.
Oh, there we go.
I could hear now.
You can hear now?
Looking good? All right.
It's a rough start, but we're working on it.
Yes,
Give us
we
a
are.
break.
That's true.
Been working all day. Give me a chance.
Without further ado, let's get started, gentlemen.
Who's going first? We got to do the rock, paper, scissors thing?
Okay. Oh, so two
all
got to
three
go
together.
first.
All three together.
Uno, dos.
He beat all of us.
Okay.
Does that mean I'm going first? Or
Yeah.
I guess it's
us. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
So I got to go first, right?
1, 2, 3.
yeah.
Fuck.
Okay.
All right, so I don't have these in any order until I know what my top one is. Though.
I'm the same way.
I see you got numbers on here, so
I do.
good luck with that shit.
I prep for a real long time, as in 2 minutes before we hit the record button.
The first ones I'm gonna start off with some of the new ones that we've done. I'm gonna go with the Elite Total Destruction.
Okay.
Obviously we did that episode already. You can
Is
go
that your
back
top?
and check it. No, it's not the top,
Okay.
but it's in the top 10, obviously.
It's in the-
It's in the chat. Chin.
okay.
The three tracks for me, My Last Murder, You're Not Ready, and Gun to Your Head. I think those are
I got no
pretty
tracks.
fucking sweet.
'Cause I didn't prepare.
You don't have to. It's just extra shit we do because we're kind of anal,
Yeah.
but lazy at the same time.
What is it? My Last Murder? Is that the one that they came out with? That was all like whatever. I can't do it. But it was all crazy drummy.
Were you doing the box intro thing?
We can't get sued. It's FAUX. Foul.
Folks.
Foul.
Oh,
Roads. Rudes.
Shut up back there.
limit.
Okay, that's pretty solid. I'll
Obviously we
that.
talked about it, so let's let's start pushing towards the shit you haven't heard from.
Okay.
From us on.
All right, my number 10. I numbered them because I was prepared. Number 10 is going to be Skeleton Witch Forever Abomination. It is a really fucking heavy, just...
What the fuck is Skeleton Witch?
Skeleton Witch is, think of like black metal versus thrash, but more... it's a perfect combination of both. The first time I saw or even heard of Skeleton Witch, they opened for Ghost when they were good.
Yikes.
At Double Door, and they just blew me away. They were fucking awesome. Like, they have like the gauntlets and everything like that, and you think, okay, these guys are gonna be like a slow burn black metal kind of style, but they came out and they were just really kicking ass, man. My track is Rejoice in Misery. If you wanted to get a feel of what that album is, that's the track I would suggest for you.
Interesting.
Okay. Let's see. Trivium in Waves.
I'm not surprised that was on there for
that-
you.
I could go. There's a few bands in here that I just like all their catalog, and so like, why just pick one? But I just had to pick one of them out of the catalog. So, in Waves, because when that the titled song comes in, such a simple song, not many lyrics. It's just repeating itself, but it's hard as fuck.
I haven't heard anything other than In Waves off that
Just that
In
one.
Waves album.
I put it on after you had suggested it. It's pretty good.
I like it.
I like it.
I have Shogun, but that's
My
fucking
list
08,
pretty
I
much
think?
contains stuff that I've listened to a whole lot.
I got you. Your frequent flyers.
Yeah.
I would have had the Crusade on this, but it was 2007
Yeah.
from Trivium. That's a fucking awesome album, man. That's the Michigan album.
So my go? You ready?
It's your go.
We're-
I'm ready
we're
for
done
you.
reminiscing?
Number 9.
I'm just gonna get Light the Torch Revival out of the way. We already did that one too. My tracks are Great Divide, Virus, and Pull My Heart Out.
I love Great
What can
Divide.
you say, dude? It's more melodic than the other ones, even though I think the other ones are extremely melodic too. Just good shit. Go check out that episode.
I really think that Revival was kind of their more professional sounding next level.
It's, yeah, I guess you'd probably say that. It's not as extreme as the other ones, especially not They Bleed Red, but I don't know. Just as far as melodic metal goes, it's fucking Would you consider it metal? Probably.
It's on the
Probably.
border.
It's probably
It's
it's
on
got
the
to
border.
be pretty close, right?
Yeah, it's less metal than what was before,
Yeah.
but maybe they're kind of more coming into
Depends
their
on
sound.
what you're into. I
I was
guess.
going to even compare them. This would be off.
Because I was debating between this and the first one, Beauty of Destruction. And I went with this one. Probably, man, I don't know. It's just every song on there is pretty much pretty legit. There's a few on the first one that are okay, but I don't know. Either way, you could have went.
Well, think about
either
when
way.
we saw them. They did that perfect blend of everything, and
Yes,
it fit in.
yeah.
You know,
Sure did.
so just kind of like a natural progression, like your Vulgar to your Far Beyond Driven. You know what I mean? Where it's kind of in the same ballpark, but like a different animal.
A different animal.
Oh.
Speaking of animal, what did you got, buddy?
Hey, number 9. You're going to be excited for this one. Cannibal Corpse, The Skeletal Domain. That's my fucking jam. Big time.
I have no recollection.
It came out in 2014. I actually saw them with Red at some fucking real small place in Portage, Indiana. I think it was like, and it wasn't McCool's, it was something. But I was like, oh, I'll just go because it was Cannibal Corpse and I want to say maybe Goat Whore. I don't know, but either way, like it fucking blew me away because it was right around the time the album came out, and it was just so like Cannibal Corpse is Cannibal Corpse. I don't really feel that they're going to put something out that is groundbreakingly different. They're going to keep that same formula, you know? But for whatever reason, this was a little bit more thrashy along kind of like my lines that got me into it. Sadistic Embodiment is my track to check out.
I gotta check out more Cannibal Corpse. I do. I know they got the riffs.
Dude,
If I could get
Riff
around-
City, man.
Yeah, it
If
is.
I could get around the vocals, dude, I'd be all right.
I
Just gotta get a feel for it, a taste or something.
Now, to be fair, you're the gentleman who got me into Cannibal Corpse and appreciating what they had. Are you more of a Corpse Grinder guy?
It's mostly what I listen to.
Yeah.
So,
I feel that's with everybody. Like Sepultura, everybody's like, oh, Max. And of course, all due respect to Max, but Derek has been in the band probably 3 times as long as Max was in there.
Yeah, it's true.
yep.
And in all fairness, I think Jim Carrey introduced me to Cannibal Corpse, so
It's true.
not to take that away from you, buddy.
Shout out to Jim. On to you, sir.
I got Mushroomhead, The Righteous and the Butterfly. Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's in that one.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Too much or just enough?
It's Righteous and the Butterfly, man. It's good.
Yeah.
They got all 3 singers in there, and like it's just
Nobody's stepping on each other's toes.
yeah. Everybody's got their breathing room. You know, J-Man's got his flow going. You know, Jeffrey's got his vocals going, and then fucking I'm drawing a blank what his name is right now.
Waylon?
Waylon, yes, Waylon Revis.
I do
He's got
like
his
it. I wish
vocals
I
going.
spent more time with it. It'd probably been something I would have.
I was jamming on that for a while, dude, because I was like, J-Man's back.
God damn it. It was nice to hear him back, wasn't it?
Yes, and to see them, dude, it was awesome.
Now, is that I think the female's name is Jackie, if I'm not mistaken.
I can't recall off the top of my head. I'm
Is
terrible with names.
she considered a part of the band now?
She tours with them.
Yeah.
She tours with them, so she might as well be.
I remember at that show we were at, she was out there, like on the mic and stuff doing.
Yeah, because they
stuff.
got all the I believe all the female parts in their songs are her. So except for like the old.
So that was a different person, like the One More Day. That's a different person.
Like, most likely.
You know what I'm talking about?
I
Yeah.
do. I do.
That's a badass song too. But wow, I'm surprised. That's awesome, man.
Man, Jamin's like one of my top vocalists, man.
Yeah. Cool.
Kicking it to me.
Yep. Where are we at now?
I'm gonna do a Machine Head, Bloodstone and Diamonds.
Okay.
I know this isn't the popular one between you guys, but for me, I think it's probably the better version of Rob, as far as what, man, probably since more things changed in that area. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure that's probably what you guys dig more.
Yes.
For me, like Ghost Will Haunt My Bones, Beneath the Silt, and Game Over. That's all him being like real melodic in his type of voice and style, and that album just kind of hit. There are misses on that album. Don't get me wrong.
I liked it when it first came out because I was jamming on it at work and all that stuff. But then I kind of fell off it, like I forgot about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when I think it was when we were doing our early Machine Head episode that I don't even think we released that one.
Yeah, our test run.
like I was going through the catalog and it was like I literally forgot about that one. I mean, there are some jams on there, but it's like
Killers and Kings is another jam. That's thrashy. Intro track. Fucking the one with about Charlie Manson. Night of Long Knives. That's the one. Got it. Don't worry about it, internet. I got it. But yeah, that's me. That's all I got.
There's people typing. They're like, oh, I got it.
Nobody's watching this. Don't worry about it.
Beneath the Silt, I remember, was on Liquid Metal. When
Really?
when it first came out, they were putting it out there. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And
It's just it's a little different for what they do. It seems like a more trippy song on that one, particularly.
you dig what you dig, man. You know,
I dig that melodic shit.
Yes, you do. All right, number 8, the next song, the next one that you guys aren't gonna fucking care about. It's a band called Larry and His Flask.
The fuck out of here! What is this shit?
Larry,
I think he's just making shit up now.
Larry and His Flask is a band that I saw at Riot Fest, and it was a bunch of very long bearded, I want to say Amishy looking gentlemen.
Makes sense.
And
I want to hear this.
Story
dude,
checks
you'll
out.
you'll dig it, dude. It's high paced, high energy, like bluegrass slash.
I'm definitely listening.
I do
Dude.
like grass, dude. I'm
that
not gonna lie
shit
to
is
you.
awesome.
Dude,
It's like
fucking
metal,
crazy.
but like for country.
Right.
Yes.
Banjos, they had stand-up bass. The stand-up bass, like had duct tape all on his hands with no shoes, no nothing, all in character. And obviously, we've discussed our love of theatrics.
Please tell me that they got a bucket, one string with a broomstick.
No, I wish.
Like one of those tin buckets that you watch dogs in
right.
and young children.
And they all pitch in.
A saw.
That style we all like, where everybody has a part of it, that kind of the Mastodon-y kind of feel.
Right.
The drummer stands. He's got the little kick drum. He's got a snare and one cymbal, and he's singing too. And I mean, they come out on stage and they command that fucking stage. I mean, they were moshing.
You're gonna have to bring this up to me again. I'm meant to like check.
We'll do.
this
You
out.
gotta watch it on.
They were super
on
fun,
video.
and they had this little shitty rundown fucking van. They out of the stage, out of character. They're super nice. Just love doing what they do. There was like a small like VIP package for like $500, and they would come out and do your wedding. Like one of them like would help with the wedding, and they'd perform at your wedding.
Oh shit.
Dude, it's real cool. But my favorite track, hands down, is called Flags and Concrete. We're gonna listen to that after this is over.
Okay.
Check out Flags and Concrete. You'll fucking
Flags and
dig
Concrete.
it. Yeah, it's awesome. So that's my number 8.
I'm going with Mudvayne, self-titled,
Ooh.
and I was barely able to catch it because it was 09. And
Fuck it.
I dropped Mudvayne after their third album. I didn't drop them. I just stopped listening to them as much because LD50 was my shit.
Now
And
I
then
remember
and
you.
then I felt like when Happy came out, it was like at that time I wasn't digging it. But like within the past few years, I've revisited all those albums, and those albums are fucking killer.
Can you dig it?
I remember, honestly, it was me, you, and a couple other people after one of our friends had gotten, I think it was Brian, and we were sitting in his room, and we put that on, and fucking Determined came on, and we were like, yes! You know, it was a badass song, but then it started to kind of dip, and you could see the general room just kind of...
Yeah.
See, I never felt that way, dude. Like I liked it probably more than anybody back then. I felt like it got a lot of shit. I remember because cutting. Well, what's the name? Pushing Through. That's what I'm thinking of. That's
a badass
track
song,
2. That's a pretty straight on thing. Then came in Happy. Then was I'm In. The fuck? What else do you need?
As an adult now, I can say that it's badass.
Yeah,
you know?
even the other albums that came out, dude, they're all good.
That one is the one I checked out the least. I'm gonna have to go back and
Go
check
back
that
to it.
out.
It starts off hard.
It does. Fucking Determined, man. Just, and the videos for it is, it's so good. What else do I want to say about that? Well, we talked about that album so much on the
Yeah, we got
Slipknot, but-
to. Red and Ivan here didn't get to that much.
Yeah.
It was your surprise party. Happy birthday,
Surprise.
Ivan.
Oh,
Yeah, that was that night.
was it?
What can I say? That is a really solid choice of album pick there, man. The only thing that really stands out to me was that the big main hit. I can't even remember what it was now.
Stared in the
Yep.
corner and screamed with me.
That's a good one.
That was a
I don't
fucking
know the
sweet
fucking
one.
name of it though.
Yeah.
Something happens empty.
Good choice.
See, I
man.
don't know the words because I didn't listen to it as much. I'm gonna go check it out
Get
though.
the melody though.
Yes.
Yeah. Me, sir?
It's
Okay.
you.
Okay. Let's do the Ocean's Pelagial.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't think I was gonna
I
get
did
there.
not. I did not.
Dude, I fucking the Ocean, man. They're so kind of experimental on one hand. Like I feel like their albums all have a theme to them. But this one for me, it's I love. I think the thing that sets it out from other like kind of slower doom kind of metal. It's not even really doom metal, but they definitely have some parts in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of elements to them. It's like a more well-versed Dream Theater.
Yes, there you go. And I think it's their singer Loic that just fucking does it for me. The way he puts things over. I've seen the behind the scenes, and he doesn't even have like words when they go in. He just does like that scat track and just maps it out from there. But it's so cool. Like it really stands out instead of, hey, here's the words. I'm gonna fit it into this part, and I'm sure it's a bitch to do it that way, but you can, the proof is in the pudding.
Most
As they
guys
say.
do it that way.
Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah, most of them. I believe most of them scat over it.
Interesting. Josta does it sometimes.
Does he? What is he up to anyway these days?
I think he's got a new thing coming out soon. The solo thing.
Solo stuff?
Yeah.
No Hatebreed stuff?
That's gonna be next year. I
Is it
think.
next year?
Yeah. If
Funsies.
I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I haven't listened to his show in a while.
I go back every once in a while.
Yeah.
But 3 tracks for me: Into the Uncanny, Impasses, and Let Them Believe are fucking jams.
That Impasses is the one that you had me check out. I dug it. Nice and orchestrated well.
It's crazy because it's got all that symphony shit and it's got the sound effects. It was recorded like it was one big fucking track.
That's cool.
Yeah, go do the behind the scenes. It's
I'd
pretty
have to
awesome.
go and check it out. I think I got them on my Spotify, but I haven't really listened to it much.
Yeah, check out the behind the scenes. It's gonna be sweet.
Number 7 for me. I've talked about them on the show before. Off with Their Heads, Home. Straight punk
I don't even remember.
rock.
That's probably why.
Real good.
It should be over their heads because I have no reference for this either.
Super fun, high energy band. Saw him with Craig. This place called the Beat Kitchen downtown. Craig has been my punk kind of guy.
Punk rock connoisseur.
Yeah, and I really respect it because I came from fucking metal. You know what I mean? Like if it's not metal, it's dumb. But really has opened my eyes. When Off With Their Heads came out, I was kind of going through a little bit of stuff. I really related a lot to the lyrics on that entire album, to be honest with you. At least how I interpret it was the gentleman singing, Ryan, had a lot of self-destructive tendencies, was going through a real dark place, but really pushed himself through. Like, for example, for one of the songs, I always dug it because he said, it's going to be a rough road. It's going to take some time, but it's all going to be waiting for you there on the other side. And that always like fucking hit me, especially with what I was going with. There's a song called Seek Advice Elsewhere that is a fucking just awesome, feeling good song, man.
I wasn't prepared for this type of distraction.
There's a cat.
Here we go.
Which cat's name is that, or what cat?
Beans.
I was thinking
Beans?
Patches
I
for some
couldn't-
reason.
Because they're not that far off. They got that fucking brown and black color to them.
Do you spell it with a Z?
I don't know. I couldn't even figure out her name for like 5 seconds, dude. What do I know?
Beans. But that's my number 7. I don't know if you guys ever check it out, but it's that has a place here.
I want to backtrack on Mudvayne a little bit. Can we have another Mudvayne album, please?
Please.
Chad,
Please.
come on, man. All right.
Yeah.
Times of Grace, the hymn of a broken man.
Oh, shit, I forgot about them.
I jammed on that so much.
I know like 3 songs. The Live in Love, Strength in Numbers, and the slower one.
The
I always forget the name of it. Forgotten one? I think that's
so.
it.
Forgotten,
Something like that.
something like that.
That's all you and Red.
Almost
and,
got nothing on it.
yeah, I just
Dude,
it's
that-
well done.
That album is so good, man.
yeah, I don't know. It's
That was like a comeback for Jesse, I
Right.
feel. In that type of music.
right. No, I get it. And with me, you could even go back on some of our previous episodes where I contradict myself. It's just what's going to hit me at the time. Times of Grace hasn't done that yet for me.
No.
But I respect what it is.
Well, I take that
yeah.
back. That wasn't Jesse's comeback. That other band was that he was in. I can't think of the name.
Oh, fuck. It was that one word too.
The one that Red used to jam all the time?
Possibly.
Feeling down so low.
You want the bluesy one, Seamless.
Yeah,
Not
seamless.
Seamless.
No.
No.
Something of Empires.
Look so
man.
now.
Dun,
Dun,
dun, dun, dun,
dun.
The Empire Shall Fall.
Yes.
American Edge.
Yes.
I'm on it today, Internet.
That one was great too.
luckily this worked out, but I'm gonna do it now.
Yeah.
Anthrax Worship Music.
Yup.
What do you got to say about it?
Dude, it is so like.
Is that the same that you had next?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was going to be
I just
number
happened to
6.
see that it was coming up. I had
Yep.
no idea.
But don't
Luckily
worry,
I see it.
I could totally switch it out.
He's got plenty.
But this is probably the most underrated Anthrax album, and it has the most elements of any Anthrax album, man.
You know, as far as if we're talking album wise, it's probably the most solid to me.
Yep.
Like I know all the hits, and I got certain shit picked out from each.
Yep.
The old Belladonna, the old Bush, but for me, this is the best Belladonna has sounded, and it's the best representation of everything Anthrax, I think.
I don't listen enough to Anthrax. Steve.
This is the one I would tell you to check out.
Yep.
'Cause I wasn't really a fan of his vocals.
I mean, it's not. I don't consider it whiny this time.
No, not at all. Not at all. He's more, how can I say, he's in front of the mic, and it's presented as a stronger, cohesive unit, where he was kind of like hanging out in the back and doing the higher kind of stuff. Not that he doesn't do it. He does it on this, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's just done differently.
I think it's solid. I think it's worth checking out.
Dude, man, even with that fucking intro, and then when it goes into the second song, like you got the
Earth
fucking
is on
blast
Hell.
beats going. I'm like,
Dude,
oh.
that's a tight fucking song.
Yes, it is, man.
For me, the 3 is In the End, Judas Priest, and The Constant. But this whole album's solid.
Yeah, I almost put The Constant on there, but my
I think
song,
it's the chorus that does it.
Yep.
Sells it for me.
that's mostly, that's what Anthrax can do, those hooks, man. I had Fight 'Em Till You Can't.
Yep.
That's my track. The thing about Anthrax, especially with me, see, over this has been like an episode that I've been looking forward to for a long time, because for the last 10 years, we kind of all went down different paths, where I've kind of like sunk myself more into the punk and pop punk or whatever, I don't fucking care, whatever. But I still have that love for metal. And Anthrax was like, oh shit, there is something more out here than spreading the disease. You know what I mean? And like at the time, like has such like a punk feel to it too. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, they kind of go certain ways here. I think that's what separated them from like the other 3 bands in the Big 4.
Yeah.
It's a more punky,
for sure,
kind of dirty-ish almost.
very dirty.
Just more raw, maybe.
They definitely are more different than the other ones.
Yep.
Yeah, they did the rap song with Public Enemy and shit, and then for me, for the longest time, it was just the Bush guy. You
Yeah.
know,
That's out of the 2, he was my favorite.
I think he's got a fucking the best voice. He's one of my like favorite singers.
Yeah.
As far as clean singing, all that shit
Fucking
goes.
oh my god, I can't think for nothing today. The something Saint,
Armored
Oh,
Saint.
Armored Saint. There
yeah.
we go. Killer shit.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
Revelation. That's a great fucking album.
Agreed. But no, solid, man. Yeah, we kind of knew we were gonna go along
Yeah, I'm
that
kind of
route,
glad
yeah.
that- yeah.
So yeah. So what I'm gonna do is, since that was already in there, I'll use one of my backups for my number 6. That
Sure, just take more time. Go ahead. It's all about you, man.
I would say probably Battlecross. Rise to Power. A really, really sweet album, nice and heavy. I don't know.
Good band.
Absolutely. If you don't know them, more thrash, more metal, lots of breakdowns, but not like the dirty breakdowns. They're more like together. I don't want to, like, how can I explain it? Like more mathematically soothing.
How are the vocals?
Kind of like that. Gumby, man.
I've always heard of this band. I've always heard good praises about them, but I never checked them out. Or maybe I heard a song or two and I just never followed through.
Now you can with a song called "The Climb," which is my favorite, which is not a cover of Miley Cyrus, but it's its own
Is it
thing.
Miley Cyrus?
I had no idea.
The Climb. You guys are so uncultured. It makes me sick. Jesus Christ, get with the time, man. That's my 6. You're up, man.
Killswitch Engage, Disarm the Descent. My dude came back.
My dude.
Not that I don't like Howard. I love Howard. But I entered Killswitch Engage with Jesse. That's why I think a lot of people like Howard, because that was their entry.
That was my entry into
know what I mean?
Killswitch was Howard and
So-
Heartache.
Yeah, I mean, like, Jesse's my dude, man.
I think Jesse's the better fit in that band.
I agree.
For them.
For Howard, what he's in now, that's his shit.
Yeah. I think it worked out the best.
Yes.
It fit for End of Heartache. The route that Killswitch went, it's good that Jesse's back. I respect Jesse. Came in with Jesse, but when Howard came in, blew me away.
Howard's a great vocalist.
Fucking Team Hojo, man. I respect Jesse in every aspect, but just
Let me make it clear. I don't have a favorite for Killswitch.
Mm.
I think Jesse fits better. I love all the albums, even the one that the people don't like.
the one with the tiger on it.
I think that was like their second self-titled, I believe,
Oh yeah, yeah.
because they're at that point is like kind of.
Yeah.
But there's some good songs.
Howard's like, fucking just name it Killswitch Engage. I don't give a shit.
Put a fucking tiger
leaving.
on it.
I'm leaving
and
after this anyway. I'm gonna go do a cover of Eye of the Tiger with somebody else.
Oh no.
That is a good cover.
I do like it. God, me again?
Yeah, you baby.
All right, this would probably be my. Ooh, man, it's real tough. This would probably be number 1 or number 2, top 2 for sure. Nemec Sons of the System, fucking awesome.
You've been preaching them for a long time, man.
I wish Red
gotta
was
get
here.
more into it
He'd have more to
myself.
say. Oh, dude, it's just it's that lower, probably like 7. I don't think it's an 8-string thing, but it's 7-string, real deep, real fucking heavy vocals. But he's got the melody in there too. You can do a lot of different shit. For me, the songs to check out are Diesel Uterus, Heroin, and Within. But the whole fucking thing
Diesel
is awesome.
Uterus.
I was just gonna say
Dude.
Diesel. You.
It's heavy as fuck.
Yeah. All right.
Heavy. But that album in particular gives me like a sci-fi kind of vibe. I think it's like a War of the Worlds type theme, maybe.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, it's got March of the Tripods is on there, so it's definitely got that sci-fi kind of feel. Yeah.
Dope.
I think it's
love it.
directly referenced to War of the Worlds. I think.
Yeah.
Because that's how
Yeah.
That's
So-
badass. That's one.
Good
That's a
shit.
remake I actually liked.
Yeah,
The Tom
I dug
Cruise
it.
one.
Yeah.
I
dug
went and
it.
seen it twice.
Did
in
you really?
theaters,
That's
'cause
awesome,
I was with
man.
a girl the second time. I don't know why I saw it twice.
Because you were with a girl.
Fuck,
and she
you
wanted
were
to
with
see
the
it.
girl,
did
man.
we go see it?
I
Maybe.
think I want to say
It feels like we did.
We saw a lot of interesting films.
I saw it up in Michigan, so yeah.
Yeah. Where are we at? Number 5?
number 5.
Number 5, fucking Behemoth, the Satanist, man. Awesome. Necessarily don't agree with their viewpoints on religion and stuff.
You need some Jesus in your life.
Yeah,
No.
but I just can't get. I cannot stop.
Their
getting
their
enough.
thing is like Odin and all that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I dig it, man. Like I said, I'm not really feeling. I don't agree with all of the standpoints vocally, but I can't get past the music and the presentation
What's
and
so
the
bad about it?
Yeah, I was-
theatrics.
I mean, you could say that for like any metal song. It's
But
like,
this
you
is
guys
like
worship
you
Satan,
can't
don't ya?
fucking say that. This is
I mean, they just
Behemoth.
take it to the extreme. It's like
It's the
yeah, if you weren't
extreme.
sure before, this isn't dragons, it's Satan.
Yeah, it's like straight Satan. You know,
Straight Satan.
Straight Satan is
Can
what I
that
would
be a new
say.
band name?
But is it
Straight
really?
Satan.
If their whole thing is Odin and Thor,
Well, those are elements.
See, I didn't know
to
anything
it.
about the Odin Thor thing before.
There's elements.
I thought it was straight
I,
like,
I knew that I found that out because they got kicked out of a YMCA gym because they were working out, and somebody.
Oh, is that what happened with the singer?
Mhm.
Nurgle?
Nurgle.
Yeah,
Nurgle.
and then
Nurgle.
I somehow got brought. I think maybe it was a band shirt that they were wearing.
He was wearing, I think it was either like a Mayhem shirt or something like that.
Yeah.
Something super offensive.
They
and
came and asked him because it's a Christian.
it's a
thing,
Christian.
right?
YMCA is a Christian
Yeah, I
organization.
couldn't remember if it was Christian or Catholic, but
Yeah.
yeah, and they got kicked out. But then he was saying, and then somebody was talking and interviewing, I think, and then he was saying that his belief is Odin and stuff like that. So I don't think it's really a satanic aspect. I think it's more of like just brutal.
I've heard different takes on Satanism, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a whole nother thing, but
Let's just say that whatever it is, it's just not my bag, vocally speaking wise. Either way, if it's pro Christ or pro Satan or whatever.
I want to say they had King Diamond on. It must have been Eddie Trunk's podcast, talking about what it meant to him. It's actually pretty inspiring and uplifting.
Yeah? He's
Yeah,
a solid guy, man.
Yeah, just the way. I don't know. I'm not gonna butcher it. Go check it out.
Yeah.
it's on there somewhere.
It's you look at it as what it's being presented as. I am more attracted to the dark presentation and the strong theatrics. This album for me was just solid, like just a fucking complete masterpiece. The first track is my favorite, "Blow Your Trumpets, Gabriel." It's awesome.
Sounds dirty.
It sounds angelic.
Yeah.
Because Gabriel, trumpets,
Jizzing all
that's
over
like
angels?
the revelation.
It's
Sounds
funny
like it's
because
me.
it was when this album came out, it was right around my birthday, and my wife bought me tickets. It was Behemoth and Cannibal Corpse, and we showed up late because fucking Chicago traffic is awful, right? And we got there, and they were just about to start, and they were playing the intro for it, "Blow Your Trumpets." And my wife was like, "Oh, just run up there. I'll catch up with you." And so I got up on the front. I met up with my buddy Omar. Hey, Omar. He watches the show. And
I thought he was waving to somebody.
right,
I was looking to see who was there.
they came out with these like
What are you
giant-
waving at, Happy? Nobody, Grandma.
They came out with these giant like things on their head, like with like the horns and stuff. And it's funny, that reminds me of my wife, because she's like, that's all I could see, because she was all the way in the fucking back. Yep, she's like, I just saw a couple horns, but they were like blowing fire and shit. And I respect a band that has a theme and they stick with it, and they pull you into that performance. You know, your Guars, your Mushroom Heads.
It was cool
Word up.
seeing them. I mean, they
Fuck
threw
yeah.
like a great show.
Oh yeah, man. It's my 5, man.
Mine was the Elite, Total Destruction, but that was mentioned already. So I'm gonna go to one of my fallbacks. The only fallback I have is Any Given Day. The Longest Way Home, 2014. That's another band I just picked an album because their whole catalog to me is awesome.
I think you had us check them out before, and I remember like
They did a fucking killer cover of that Diamond song by Rihanna. That's
Oh,
like
yeah.
my favorite cover
That's-
song.
I remember
dude.
that.
They hit that shit hard.
Okay.
Like a diamond.
All right. It's getting fucking serious now. Top 4. This is it. Separate the men from the boys, or if you can say
This
that.
is where it starts going in order for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Almost there.
Better be good.
This one, I'm gonna do a different one for you. A band called Raunchy.
Okay.
wanna say I've
Vices,
heard these.
Virtues, and Visions. Now it's another Denmark type band, or that's where they hail from.
Mhm.
And something about Denmark bands, man. I dig them. I don't know what it is. Something's going on here.
What's up, Denmark?
This one's kind of. I'm curious what you guys would think of it, because it definitely, the way they treat the vocals is probably my main thing. They got like 2 singers. They do the harmonies. They got the heavy vocals too. But there's a lot of synths in it, and
Really?
some of it's kind of poppy here and there. But for some reason, it kind of works for me. But the 3 tracks for me: Eyes of a Storm, Truth Taker, that's the heavier one, and Luxuria. Luxuria's got like one of them shuffle groove kind of feels.
Okay.
I'm curious what you would think of it.
What is it? Luxuria?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll write that down.
It's a sense like kind of like a lead guitar-ish type thing, like Children of Bodom
It's
do.
more like I wouldn't say not to that extreme. It's more like melody parts,
Okay.
like
Like fillers.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you know anything about Alexi? Have you heard anything on how he's
I
doing?
don't know.
Yeah, I hope he's doing all right. I like Children
Yeah.
about him. They're fucking awesome. man.
They are, dude.
How did you hear of Raunchy?
It's I think I've heard them back in the day on like a Music Choice, like just
I missed
random. I think I've checked out iHeartRadio, and it's probably because of directly from Nemec, to be honest. with
Oh,
you.
okay.
Just hey, if you like this band, here's other bands, and they just play random shit. And
Nice.
for some reason, I just ended up checking them out at work, and
Yeah.
that's the album at the time. And I was probably still a year or 2 late to it, but I was like,
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, check it out.
hey, it's different.
Yeah. All right. I hope you all are ready. You've gotten my punky kind of mix and my whatever. Now this is like my top 4 are fucking brutality for me, and I'm very excited to share it with you. Hope you're ready. Number 4, fucking Thy Art Is Murder, Dear Desolation. You guys familiar with Thy Art Is Murder?
Heard of
I
them,
heard
never
of
checked
them.
them out.
Same.
Oh, so good. Okay.
That's why I like was really into doing this whole thing.
Yeah.
Is because I'm listening to the same shit over.
Yeah.
We
and
should have
over
like changed
again.
each other's. Give me your list. I'm gonna take your list.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
You
We'll
know
swap.
what? I was gonna say
You-
text both you guys. Text me.
You know
everything you had.
The way I originally wanted to do it, it was a few weeks ago when we first originally got the list together between me and him. I wanted all of us to share it and check it out, so we were all connected with it. But obviously, we got a lot of shit going on. That or we're just lazy.
Yeah, it could be. Well, no, I wouldn't say we're lazy.
I'd say both.
Yeah. Or if you got a list out there, you can text us. Our text number
Share
is
your top
You know what?
10.
Just put in the comments section what yours is.
do it. Or
and then
text
tell us
us
how much ours suck.
867-5309.
EIE.
There's a sweet song. It's the opening track, Slaves Beyond Death. Ugh, goddamn.
I was gonna say I like how you put those numbers out there because I cannot repeat those numbers without saying the melody.
It's like rubbing your tummy and patting your head.
I can
you
do
know? But seriously, Thy Art Is Murder is one of the best core grind, whatever the fuck you want to call them. They're heavy as shit. But that to me, that album belongs in the top 4 for like we're talking the last 10 years, guys. So these are like super fucking big numbers for us. Just check it out.
Is that how are they? Is that the band that's going through some problems, singer problems or anything?
No, not at all. He's hilarious.
Can't think of who the fuck else it is.
CJ
Okay, cool.
McMahon, dude.
Cool.
He was on that thing. I don't know if you saw like that that little meme going around where it's like all metalheads are mean, but then they show like a clip of him walking up on the stage, and when it's actually Slaves Beyond Death starts, he's unbuttoning his shirt.
Oh yeah.
And it's flying. That's him.
Well, I don't
Okay.
know.
Awesome.
I'm sure
I
you,
love that meme.
One of you guys might get to this, but Phil from Whitechapel, I follow him on Instagram, and if you didn't know he was in a metal band, like you'd just think,
He's real clean cut.
yeah,
Yeah.
sexy dude.
Yes, a lot of dog Instagram photos.
Makes me feel not good about myself.
Oh, shut up. You're handsome.
Sometimes.
You're up, baby.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tone it down a little bit.
All right.
Still heavy.
Okay.
I'm gonna tone it down. Alter Bridge.
Which one?
Really?
Fortress.
I didn't check that one out.
2013. But again, every catalog, or like everything in their catalog, it's just
I did make the rule that it had to be one album per band, so technically he could have threw any of these, any
yeah.
of them.
I just pretty much went like this.
This
That
one.
one.
So what is it with Alter Bridge? Why are they so big yet not that crazy out there?
It's like out in Europe, I think, ain't it?
Is that what it
like They're
is?
playing like festival size shit, and like
Yeah.
here in the States, like it's just not the same.
But dude, they are heavy as fuck in his vocals, dude. I know
Yeah.
you're not too keen on his vocals.
No,
but like,
I know he's a good singer. It's just like for some reason his tone is just it sits too high sometimes for me.
I
Like
got you.
maybe it doesn't have to sit there all the time. Maybe you just use it once in a while. But he's definitely got a fucking killer voice. Like I know he's got the range and shit.
it's good shit.
So wait, they're an American band, right?
American
Yeah, it's
band.
Creed.
Okay,
pretty much.
right,
It's all
with
the guys from
Miles.
Creed
I was
with
gonna
Miles.
ask you how you guys feel about Creed.
Oh, dude, fucking solid,
like
man.
You do?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I felt like so stupid for so long. 'Cause
Yeah.
I felt like everybody was
It's
shitting
just
on
like
it.
you're hidden in the
'Cause
dark. Like
I knew
like
as,
this
as a
song.
guitar player, dude. Like I know they got the radio hits, but Mark Tremonti is still Mark Tremonti.
Dude, he's got some heavy
And he had
fucking
some
riffs,
riffs.
man.
Okay, check this out. Okay, hear me out. You guys probably won't agree. Okay, Rob and Tremonti like jam together. Rob Arnold.
Oh, I
can see that working.
They did together.
Yeah,
They like to play high up on the neck together. I can see that.
I think we're gonna have to make a submission to Everything You Love. Rob's YouTube
Yes.
daily question thing.
check it out. It's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. And please say her name, Rob. Come on, give us a bone. God damn it.
We need some views.
Fuck it. Episode 5 came out. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, I didn't check that. I
haven't
didn't
looked
even
at it
finish
either.
all the Machine Head one yet.
I did.
So
Good shit.
we're talking about a packed, talented American band that is making it more in Europe than it is in the States. That's kind of interesting.
Kind of the reverse, ain't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Usually it's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
European bands coming over here and hitting it, right?
I mean, look at Machine Head. Machine Head's really huge in Europe.
They
too.
not.
are, man.
Maybe
They
not.
sold out Brixton how many fucking times, you know? It's crazy. It's like Brocky used to say, like, he's like, let's give it up for our friends in Europe. Oh, yeah, they just like it because they don't get it as much as we do. And then he's like, 10 out of 12 dentists don't believe the Holocaust happened anyway. Fucking Dave Brocky, man. Horrible.
How do you feel about that?
Oh, we bring this up every
Oh, I
episode.
know. I got to let him vent a little bit. Still okay?
I miss
Still
Rick
good?
a little bit. I actually, we'll talk about that at the end of the episode with our stuff.
I think that what do they call this dude? I forget. The new guy.
The new guy, I don't
Well,
even know.
the new
Yeah,
guy. Is it something the Destroyer or something like that?
probably.
I can't remember. I think he's doing a damn good job.
You got to check him out. I ain't heard him.
Sounds similar.
So,
Similar.
Similar.
I love you, man.
So we're hitting
Nope,
the
top
top three. Now, if you've been following along, it's not really in order for me because it's all pretty fucking sweet. But
Watch it go.
let's do Throwdown because we got a Throwdown album coming up, and then we're gonna hit the 10th anniversary of Deathless coming up here
Yes.
in the second week in November, and I'm real fucking excited.
Is that our next episode?
Yes.
Yeah.
It might as well be. Might
Yeah.
as well record it then.
Yeah.
You like Deathless?
I do. A
You
lot.
like Deathless?
It's my number one. Thank you very much.
I think it's my number one too. You fag. Oh, and spoiler alert: Red loves it too.
Surprise.
I don't care what hate that album gets.
Fucking
That's
beat down vocals and riffs. I mean, that's Red written all over it.
I fucking love that album. But to do
Killer,
the one,
man.
to do the one that's come out within this decade, it's Intolerance. Obviously, that's the only other one. But Fight or Die, Cutaway, and Born and Buried Alone are fucking my tracks. But it goes back to the more that hardcore vibe, more straight ahead. But the way they write their riffs and the way they present them is just fucking killer to me.
Yeah.
They do that shit where one guitar kind of goes out and the other one's just playing. They change up like the verses. Like the second verse is usually a little different where they're playing with it a little bit like that.
Interesting.
I think it's really cool. I love fucking Jared Alexander because he just lays it on drums. Fucking plays. He's like the dime bag of drums for me. He just plays
Yeah.
exactly what needs to be played. and
he's
it's
in that
tasty.
pocket,
Tasty.
man. Yeah, his fucking bass drum sounds so like just I don't want to say dense, but like just so thick
Yeah.
and just it's got a
And
perfect.
what can you say about Dave?
I say
He's just
solid.
a fucking killer vocalist.
Dude, man, his clean vocals are amazing.
They are.
Yeah.
I just got chills. You can't see it because I got sleeves on, but I got chills, dude.
It's cold in the Midwest.
You can't see it, but
Man.
my dick's hard. You can't. It doesn't matter.
I don't know, man. He reminds me though. His cleans are like a more amped up Sully Erna, a more cleaner Sully Erna to me.
I've heard people make that comparison.
Oh, really?
and it really does.
I don't-
It could give you that vibe in certain songs. I think it's well, we'll have to talk about this on
And so
Deathless.
far away. He's got that. raspy
Usually he's
ness.
got more grit to it, but
Yeah.
there's that in was it something I said
Mm-hmm.
that bruise all broke your first. That's Sully, I think. That's
yeah,
where I think that
could
kind of
see
comes
that.
in.
That's that
I was gonna
Boston.
say I don't see it, but when
If
you
somebody,
say
if
that,
nobody told me that, if I didn't read that on the internet, fucking internet, I would have never thought of it.
I never did until now. Thank you.
It's the second time we've used grit in the last like hour.
Maybe.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True Grit. Hell yeah, man.
True grit.
I haven't seen the original. I just saw the
Me
newer
neither. I
one.
I saw both.
Did you?
They're awesome.
Okay, number 3, Oceano, Depths. Great album. So good.
Something
How
I gotta
deep does
look
it go?
into.
So good. Oh, it goes deep, baby. I think it's just beyond the fact that it's a fucking killer, heavy, straight delivery album. It represents a time when we were all still playing. This band was out fucking killing it in Chicago.
I saw him at I forget the name.
Thrash
of it.
and Burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. You remember? And I wasn't that into it.
Yeah.
It's just too many breakdowns.
Yeah.
It's,
Well-
it needs a time and place for me.
I get you. But think about the last 10 years. That genre kind of came in and beat out the groove metal era that we were in.
Do you feel like that's still a strong scene?
Oh, absolutely.
No,
I don't think so either. There were so many bands
they're
on that.
stragglers.
Because I would lump them in with like Amir and a few other bands at that time. Like on that show was Veil of Maya.
Devil Driver.
Periphery's on there too. I'd probably get more into Periphery if I gave him a chance, but I don't give a shit about it.
You're not a fan of that real choppy, genty,
I need
grindy.
songs, dude. That's all I care about. Just give me a fucking song. If you could put a fucking breakdown in there, cool.
And that's kind of where we've all gotten different at. Where I've learned to appreciate that.
More
And
like the Crash and Burn tour.
oh no, don't say that.
Did I tell you this album's called Johnny Depth, right? Or no, my porn name is gonna be Johnny Depth. That's what I meant to say.
No, I didn't know
When
you had
we
a
just-
porn
when we started
name.
doing the porn.
Oh my god, I have a name too that I've always used.
That or it was like Clint Beastwood or something.
Beastwood. I'm Girth Brooks.
Touche. Ivan, do you have any secret
I got
names
nothing.
yet? Well, you come back to us on that.
Well,
Got nothing.
God, I shouldn't have said this on the internet. They're gonna take it.
no, but I kind of knew that you were gonna shit on these last couple at least. But you dig what you dig. But for me,
I will check them out for you, but I really like your more old school like suggestions, like Fox on the Run, killer choice.
yeah,
Thank you-
absolutely.
Thank you for that.
Didn't make it in this one because it's like not the top 6 decades.
Yeah.
But no, Oceano Depths, fantastic. Like I said, when we quit our playing around, Oceano was just right on that edge, and then they fucking blew up, man. They were opening
they
for
from
Slayer from Chicago, man.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
fucking hardcore, and they're mutual friends. We know Adam, and they're awesome, and have just become a huge fucking entity in this.
You know them?
I know Adam.
Who's Adam?
Adam's the singer. Adam Warren. He has his own Twitch channel and he plays games all the time.
Well, I would offer him to play Twitch and games with us.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, you can do that.
Yes.
I think it's the Black Mario Show. That's what it is.
Really?
Yeah.
I did remember he was black. I wasn't gonna bring it up till you said it.
He knows Ray.
Who is this, Ray?
Ray. I don't know, I'm
Your
not gonna
friend
say his
Ray?
last name. Yeah, Ray. He was in Tribal Scar and
Yes, the
all
one
that
you were talking
stuff.
about,
Yeah.
yes.
But he helped hook up when I was doing Beyond the Pit. He hooked me up with Adam, and then we interviewed Oceano. And it's funny because we ended up talking more about X-Pac and the Suck It thing. And I remember vaguely getting warm PBR out of the back of Oceano's van, watching Adam slug PBRs and like doing that before the show.
I feel like your
awesome.
interviews went a lot better back in the day. Like,
Yes,
you had
they
a lot
did.
of cool stuff going on.
They did.
Yeah.
Like you got to go talk to them, right?
Yeah, we were like, he was like, "Where do you want to do it?" It's like wherever. He's like, "We'll just sit in our van." So we just sat in his van, and like, I don't know, but I was thinking that the other day. Like, it's a lot more difficult now. Maybe because the bands that are what we want to talk to are so much bigger, whereas Oceano was still big, but they were still climbing the ranks. You know, I don't know, but there's a video for it, "District of Misery." That is their single from the album, and it's fucking heavy as shit. Yeah.
Fair.
So that's my 3, baby. Ivan, you're up.
Killer Be Killed.
Oh, I forgot.
I forgot about this one too. Shit.
2014.
Yeah.
You got some super group action going on, dude. Man, the vocals all over the place, fucking amazing.
Greg,
dude. That's
he's
his
one of them-
best
yeah.
work that I've heard,
I
Dude.
agree.
dude.
That
Good shit.
Yeah, I'm just totally interested in anything Greg does. He's got that way of just like hooking you in because he's even got that Black Queen shit where it's more synthy 80s pop,
Was it that from that list that we
Yeah.
checked out? Yeah,
Mhm.
I was surprised that was him.
and it's vocals that make me even want to check it out.
Would you guys consider would you guys consider yourselves fans of Dillinger?
No,
See, I only know well, I'd probably say no other than that last album they did. Maybe not.
I would-
It probably wasn't the last one, was it?
a few
Killer.
songs.
One of us is the killer, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a badass song.
Yes.
But Dillinger slowed themselves down and kind of lost that Dillinger-y feel. You know what I mean?
That's probably why I like it.
That's exactly why you like it.
I'm not one of these
shit.
hardcore motherfuckers. I'm a poser.
If you honestly, if you wanted to know Dillinger, Miss Machine is their album to check out. It's fucking it's you're gonna hate it. I already know you're gonna hate it. It's choppy, it's dirty, it doesn't make sense, but it does. It's just everywhere. But do you know who got me hooked on fucking Dillinger? It was Jackie.
Jackie?
Jackie. She fucking loved Dillinger.
I thought it was your boy.
Anthony?
Yeah.
Anthony liked Dillinger. I knew Jackie. I met her first through work. Then Anthony came in, and then she was like, "Yeah, my boyfriend likes Dillinger," and yada yada yada. But I heard of them through. I mean, I knew of them existing. I didn't care. Everybody knew 43% burnt when you were in middle school. I don't know. It's whatever. But you know,
I thought you said metal school.
middle school. Oh man, we fucking passed that shit. You know why? Because we can talk about Thy Art Is Murder. We can talk about Raunchy, Times of Grace, and fucking Creed. That's how we know we passed middle school.
That's right.
Do you know who was the original singer for Dillinger Escape Plan, guys?
The
I was going to
original?
ask you if that
original.
album that you mentioned was with Greg.
It was correct.
Was? Okay.
No, I have no idea.
You
I
don't know?
Nothing
I don't
sticks
know the
out in my
dude's
mind.
name.
You don't know?
I know people they've worked with.
Well, that's probably what I'm thinking of then. If you were thinking what I'm
Patton?
thinking, yeah, Patton.
Mike Patton.
Mike Patton,
Original singer?
Original singer. Lasted for a short while and then moved
All
on.
right, internet, you're going to have to check us on that one.
They're gonna be like, no, he practiced with them, but it was never official. What I read the same fucking Wikipedia page you have. If you were there, then you could
I
correct
didn't
me.
know that because wasn't there somebody before Greg
I
also?
don't believe so.
So I don't think Greg was the original.
Oh, shit.
Maybe,
here you go.
probably.
Now you
Let's
gotta check. Now you gotta
Wikipedia
check.
it. No, I'm not gonna fucking donate $3.
There's hungry
I know.
puppies out there, man.
Dillinger is
So cheap.
Plan. What a cool band name too.
As we
It got
say
quiet.
Yeah, dead air.
That's
Dead
when you know you missed.
fucking air.
There's just like little buzz in the
I'm
background.
sure it's fine.
Past members. This is
That's
so
my best cricket sound I
long.
got.
That's pretty legit. It was better than I would have
Ben,
done.
Liam, Greg. So Greg came in 2001. The Dimitri Menakius Menachus.
So there was somebody before Greg.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
Adam.
I think that's Menakakis, bro.
Menachus. But they don't even.
That sounds like meningitis with cock.
They don't. Oh, Mike Patton, 2001 vocals. Patton performed at several shows featuring the departure of Menachus Iron of the Dead and has been known to blah blah blah. Okay, so I take that back. Maybe he wasn't the original member. I thought he was.
Fact
checked ourselves.
Don't worry about it, internet. I got him in check. I know how he is.
Oh, I get excited
hears
about
things and he
facts.
just goes with it.
I just go with it, and it's believable in my mind. You know.
That's how rumors are.
Rumor has it. Mushroom Head covered that. Remember that? Wasn't that good?
Yeah.
You see how his mind works.
Rumor has it. Coconuts.
You ready?
I'm ready. Number 2. No, this is number 2. Think about this. Are you sure this is going to be your number 2?
I already told you. If you've been paying attention, it's not number 2.
Yeah, he said his is all over the place.
Well, just out of
I
these
told
last
you earlier,
two.
number
He's just
2.
going down his list of shit that he just.
I'll
jotted
give you
down
my
as he
top
thought
3 if
about
you want to get at the end of this shit.
That's all I hear
I'll
out
just
of,
give you
out of
top
Jake's
3.
mic is this is just imagine him talking.
Cassie McKee.
That's all I hear when you recommend a band to me.
I know, that's the truth. You're like, oh, if it's got 7 strings, I'm not into it.
I'm out. So I'm gonna go with the interbeing Edge of the Obscure. This is like I guess you would say more industrial. I think they're I want to say probably Denmarkish area too, over in Europe.
Okay.
But this is the band I was trying to get you to get them to talk to us because I thought that'd be cool.
Yeah, they totally did not.
It doesn't matter.
Like
We're not, it's not like I love the band or anything. Thank you for that. But
Yeah, their press asked us how many hits we had, and I was like,
oh,
well,
really?
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah.
That was that one.
Uh-huh.
I can't work with that one. But for
Not
me,
yet.
Reese's Artificial by far. Write that down.
Reese's like the candy.
I don't know if I'm even
'Cause
saying it right.
I
to be
totally
honest.
want some Reese's right now.
Reese's.
Reese's.
It's got the ES, so maybe it's like Jesus or Zeus.
I was gonna say Zeus.
Reese's
Reese's.
Artificial. It doesn't matter. That
Whatever
song's-
it is.
Whatever that song is, it's fucking awesome. Then I got Face Deletion and Celestial Flames. It's got that industrial kind of sound. It's real metallic and heavy, kind of trippy too.
I got
Really?
them on
I
my,
checked that
I got,
out.
I got them on my list.
I've showed you that song before. That one I can't pronounce.
I think we could finally hit the bell, the ding, 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 like you've presented a band that I have not heard of, and I'm excited to hear.
You shitting on my other choices?
I'm not shitting on them, but I've
No,
at least
you
heard
You
of. or
don't
at
get
least
out
who
so
spoke.
much, do
He's
you,
never
sir?
heard of these guys.
Yes.
You uncultured swine.
He's one of the metal purists everybody talks about.
No, I'm not that
If
bad.
it's got like as many followers as
Yeah,
us,
I got
that's
him
what
on
he's
here.
into.
No. Dude, these bands that I've mentioned, all okay, other than Larry and his Flask.
Larry and his flat. All right, I'm gonna save it for later. Don't worry.
Yeah, let's look. I just want a curious here. I want a curious look. How many fucking followers did they have so I could shut
You
this
should just
fucking
ask
prick up?
me.
Followers, huh?
The
Which
inner
one?
being?
Larry and his Flask.
Oh,
Larry and his Flask. 42,000. Okay.
I thought it'd be a little bit higher.
You would think. Well, I mean, you would hope.
Yeah.
I guess. That's true. I don't think they've toured America.
No.
Maybe that's a big thing.
Shout out to Kevin. Kevin likes it. I like when you can look on.
Who's Kevin?
Kevin's my friend. Kevin, like I got all the feds. Kevin's my friend. Kevin is
Son of a bitch.
yeah, he's a real
No wonder
close
this
friend of
dude only
mine.
hangs out with us on the weekend. It's like we're not really his friends.
Yeah.
It's just like
I haven't seen Kevin since the 4th of July.
we serve one thing.
No,
Music sense.
you serve everything to me. It touches
I hope so.
here.
Yeah, he served you some
Here.
water earlier.
Did
I hope you enjoy that.
I have to
shit.
pee like a lot?
I'll piss in the bottle.
No.
Can't do that.
Not on these floors.
Oh no! Don't even. Can't.
You'll just hear feet running down the steps.
I'm gonna cut my dick off. They're not gonna cut your dick off, man.
Bob it.
I don't know. I'm supposed to get a reference here. I feel like I missed it.
Yeah, I was waiting for you.
What is it? Because I'm.
It's Lebowski, man. They're not gonna cut your dick off.
Oh, dude, that went over my head.
Yeah. it
Shame.
did. God.
Shame.
I deserve that because
Shame.
I'm on like every other part of that movie except for that one. Just like
Oh, we're off
I'm
track.
ashamed of myself. I'm
That's
sorry.
okay. You can do this. So that was your number 2 or your number 2 out of your 10, but not in order. Number 2 for me is a mirror, Speaker of the Dead. Now everybody, oh no, a mirror's fucking trash. A mirror raps and blah, blah, blah. Listen, all y'all motherfuckers that are hating on a mirror were fucking hating on E-Town Concrete like 15 years ago too. And I liked them. I don't care.
Who?
You don't remember E-Town Concrete?
Nope.
Heard the name.
They're a New Jersey-ish kind of rappy, hardcore band. They were on Ozfest 2002, and everybody hated them. Everybody hated them just as much as they hated fucking that Butterfly song.
Crazy Town.
Crazy Town, because Crazy Town was on Ozfest 2001.
Yeah, what was up with that
How
shit?
do you
Even I
remember
knew
the
that.
years?
I'm a metal elitist. I'm a metal purist.
God.
I remember everybody bitching back then too. I'm not a fan of that song, but they
But
still
you know
did
what's
it.
weird? Chili Peppers wrote that song.
What? No, they
You
didn't.
never knew that. You never knew that they wrote that Butterfly song. No. Look up the fucking credits.
There's no California mention in that song, so I call bullshit.
I didn't know that either.
Check it out. Keep talking.
Oh
I'll find
my
No wonder it's a hit.
God. Dip it, California. Ship it, dip it, butterfly.
He's an amazing bass
Fuck
player.
yeah,
I'm not
he
making
is.
fun of him.
I'm going to talk about a mirror. Speaker of the Dead, a fucking amazing album. You can lump it in that category of the more genty, choppy, whatever you want to call it. The song that I suggest, and I know you're actually would like this song, Dogs Get Put Down.
Michael Belzeri. Is that Flea's real name? I think that's him, right?
I have no idea.
John Frusciante, Anthony Kiedis, Chad Smith.
Oh my
That's
God.
gotta be, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's Flea's real
You
name.
make me go crazy. Like they should have done like the filters that he uses.
That's crazy.
I never
Yeah,
knew
that's
that.
why
How-
that
how
bass
did-
that bass is like that and shit.
So they
It's
wrote
got that tone.
They
too,
wrote the
like-
music to it
Yeah,
and the.
I don't think he wrote the lyrics.
Oh.
Obviously, because I mean, Kiedis kind of does his own thing, but it'd still be a little bit better than that.
I am fucking shocked.
I want to go back and listen to this song because fucking Rob Flynn just mentioned that song.
Did he?
Yeah, because he was talking about how many listeners Dope has and how many monthly listeners.
Oh yeah,
It's fucking
yeah.
pissing
And he
what
was
a
on
like,
fucking
we
Fez that
both-
he
what a
had.
pull out
Yeah.
of the ass on
Yeah.
that one, right?
He's like, but
Crazy Town has, but
Town's,
yeah, it's like wow.
Butterfly song has more.
You could have
hits,
just said,
you know?
"Cool, dude." You know, it's fine. You
Someone
don't have
needs to take
don't have
his
keep
fucking
fighting.
Twitter away. Rob, when Rob gets angry, he says some really destructive things and really I'm not a fan. I am not a fan of the shit that he's been pulling lately, man.
I like those streamed live shows though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's not like
I don't know. Does
Ranting.
anybody else do that?
See, like,
No.
yeah, there's
But
a lot
even-
of there's bands
do
that
they?
do, yeah,
Like live at
they're
that like
they're
that?
not, they're not the first ones to do
I
it.
wouldn't think they were the
No,
first, but I didn't know
there's-
anything
there's-
other.
if you ask Rob, he'll tell you. Sure, I did it. Sure.
See, I don't agree with his views, but I will go to every Machine Head show I can.
I just thought it was cool, like to be able to stream all that shit, and he's got that camera right there on his face, and
It's
doing all this
interesting.
stuff.
It's cool.
I thought it's.
I know
cool. think
Slipknot's
it's really
done it.
cool.
Well, Simpsons did it. Simpsons. I'll tell you what. That show. I'm assuming we're all going to this Burn My Eyes show.
Fuck yes.
I will let you guys go in for the first 2.5 fucking hours, and then when the set comes up for Burn My Eyes, I'll meet you. I'll be at Goose Island.
We'll be
waiting.
in front the entire goddamn
Yeah, we're not
time.
these fucking pussies. We're not just gonna come in halfway through it like some fucking fair weather fan.
Hey, okay. You want to call a fair weather fan? I'm gonna be honest.
You were there for 2 fucking songs tops, and then you're like, I'm gonna sit off to the side.
No, it's because I got pushed out of the way. I did get pushed out of the way. Yeah.
He couldn't.
Don't let these extra lbs fool you. I'm very soft. I was like, this isn't worth it. I'm gonna go sit over here. And it was a great show. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. No, we're gonna get into this. I respect Machine Head and what they are and what they've done. The last 10 years of Machine Head has not been my bag. I'm waiting for the Burn My Eyes. That's the shit that I'm like, it gets me hard. Oh my God. Like fucking they played Block at that last show. I fucking like, holy shit. And it's that. I respect it. I've just heard it too much. We just sat through a 3.5 hour fucking show not even a year ago. And I was like, all right, I'm good. I don't need to see all those songs played again.
But that's the only way you can do it, man. I mean, as long as they change the setup enough, you're gonna hear.
Right.
Gonna hear
Some shit here
Killers
and
and Kings. You're gonna hear the new song is terrible.
Did they play Killers? They played the Killers and Kings at our show, I think.
Did they?
But they didn't
I
play.
say so, yeah.
I don't think they played on this last show I saw.
I can't do that new song, guys. I can't do it.
Do or Die.
Yeah, the
I
new
don't
Machine
care about
Head.
it either.
I don't like it at all.
If it's Do or Die, I'm dying.
Have you heard it?
I have.
Do you like it?
I'll listen to it a few more, but
I gotta listen to it more too. I can understand his lyrics, like where he's coming from. The music's not bad. I just don't know if they should they should use that one song to represent the new.
Sounded like a deep track.
Right.
Rob and people are bitching. Oh, Rob is going off on tangents, whatever. If you want to really get down to the fucking shit, he's always gone off on tangents in his music, but it was presented differently.
What do you mean?
Correct.
Whatever's pissing him off currently. Okay, look at the Blackening, the
Oh,
war,
I see what
everything
you
like
mean.
that. It was more organized,
And
he-
it was more open to your perspective.
exactly. This is like straight. This is my opinion, and then with this,
What? Sorry.
It's
go
okay.
ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm getting all.
I heard the word opinion. I got mad.
He's like laying it all out there on you, and he's like saying these facts that he thinks are true.
Exactly.
And he's like putting it out there. Like you can't read Wikipedia and be like,
False
nope, this is
facts.
how it is. Yeah, exactly. But if he feels that way, that is completely fine. But leave it open to interpretation. This is like, "Marr," here, and then calling out fucking dope and shit like that. Like
What he did that was Avenged Sevenfold too.
he did. But who the I
And
get
this
it.
was all pre-catharsis too.
That's
So
true.
maybe
He's always
if you're
shared
gonna
his
call
opinion.
out Avenged Sevenfold or any other bands for ripping stuff off, it's gonna come to you. You don't have to make a fucking track about it that it sounds like fucking Chimera or Strapping Young Lad.
Glass houses, man. You know what I mean? But I'm not in the business of calling out. Of course, this is a fucking opinion show. Hello, you must be new here. We talk about what do we
I mean,
feel.
you could call it out. You don't have to hate it or nothing. It's like
That was straight hate. What
I
he
think
did with
so.
that soul.
I think so.
You can say what the fuck you want about dope, but they got a huge fucking following of respectable fans, and they have a respectful legacy.
You got respectable.
You got respectable shit. But oh my god,
The last show
oh
we
my
played
God.
with Pray for All, we opened up for Dope.
Did you meet any of those guys?
No, the guitar player was walking around backstage, but it's probably like a kitchen or something. I don't know what the fuck it was.
Hey,
I was like,
it was
man, I wish
food.
I could play that show with them.
But yeah, it wasn't that we were like first or second band. Like the first band on that show played like a cover of Nightmare, that Avenged Sevenfold song.
How was it?
I don't know. I didn't know the song in the first place. I just knew it was an Avenged
You
Sevenfold.
didn't know
song.
Nightmare at
I
that
will
time?
say this: at that time that song came out, my CD player was busted, so I couldn't play anything I wanted to listen to. So I was listening to Q101, and that song was on there all the time, and it kind of grew on me. So then I kind of ventured out into a little bit of Avenged Sevenfold.
I don't mind certain ones. Some of it's real fucking cheesy, but I got the White Album, whatever the fuck it was called. It's probably self-titled.
Wait.
And then Waking the Fallen.
Waking the Fallen. That's
There's
my
some
shit.
good. There's some good tracks there. I can't hate.
They're
too much.
talented fucking musicians.
Oh, yeah,
It don't
definitely.
matter what
Yeah.
anybody says about their presentation or whatever. Fuck you. Like they're out there like selling millions of albums and making a ton of money.
Yeah.
You know, they opened for no, they closed. Deftones opened for them. I went to go see them at Allstate, and their stage show was incredible. I'm not a
Was it?
yeah.
Because I remember we were at Tweeter at the time. It doesn't matter. We were with somebody, but that's back when they did the wall cover. And
yeah.
a lot of booze.
A lot of booze.
Lot of booze.
Not a lot of
drinks,
good ones. No.
but,
no.
a lot of-
You and I were walking. We were like, nope.
Yeah.
Just kept walking.
we were pretty. That was our most elitist times. Back
We were in
the
a
day.
local band, man. We knew about 30 people.
We're like, you don't even know. You don't even know.
Were you there when they played one of those Uproar festivals?
Probably not.
So they opened. I think they were like opening for Slipknot on the main stage. They were like co-headlining essentially, and they opened with Nightmare. But here's the funny thing: like when they had such a huge stage production, Tweeter had all the curtains open, so you're seeing what's going on, and you see the guy climbing all the way up the scaffolding. And he's like kind of like sitting there like on all fours, like ready, and they had this giant rope, and I'm like, oh, they're gonna do something. Shut the curtain, lights go off, they play that bum 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 bum, and that's not even the way that song goes. But the xylophone or whatever you want to call it, the curtain opened up, the stage was still dark, the guy went too early. But the whole thing was he was supposed to drop like he was on a noose, and then the dude was gonna come out like Nightmare. But everybody thought something happened to him because
What's next?
a mirror speaker of the dead.
I lost track. Oh yeah,
Number 2.
I actually checked them out the other day
Did you? Do you remember what it was?
because you posted something on the face space.
On the face space of a mirror? I don't
It
remember
was like
that.
the singer or something like that.
Frankie?
I don't know.
Frankie? Did you see the video footage of him getting electrocuted in Russia?
Oh, he just
No.
drops.
Yes. You saw
I
that?
saw that. Yeah.
The mic was too hot. too much shit going
I remember
through
that
it?
happened.
Spitting too much fire?
Oh my god, I can't think of people's names. Burton.
Did it really?
Yeah.
No shit, I don't remember that.
That was a long time ago.
Shock. I have to watch that before I go. Like Frankie came up, he was like, "Ruh!" and he just seized up and
I think I did see that.
That's crazy.
horrible.
Where are we at?
You're number 2.
No, did you have anything to say about it?
I did.
you
I was
say-
talking while you were
did you
looking
say
up
your
something.
track?
Yeah, dogs get put down. Just like how I said that.
There's a dog in the back.
There is a pupper.
All right,
Paisley.
go ahead.
Make sure she don't pee on it.
That's all I got, man. Number 2 is you.
All right, Whitechapel, The Valley
Nice.
came out this year. It's my shit.
My first and only Whitechapel album.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's good.
It's funny, man.
solid
They
one,
get away
dude.
from deathcore.
Makes me
and
want to
then-
go check it out.
I was listening to
But
it
again,
recently.
their catalog, good shit. My shoulder popped.
It's funny that an album that pissed so many people off for you turned you on to it.
Oh yeah,
You know?
if it pisses everybody off, it's usually the stuff I like.
You're like, oh, good, it's not genty or whatever. No, I don't even know if they would. I hate labels.
Yeah, like I said,
Yeah.
it was good enough to get me. Like I just need an end. I need something to change my outlook and perspective on it. And
Hickory
then I can
Creek
go
will do
back.
that to you, man.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
That was one of my honorables. So let's go ahead and scratch that there.
Don't you know?
All right, boys. Number fucking 1.
Yeah,
Number
this one
one.
I would say number 1. I'll give you my top 3. I would say that doesn't. Don't worry about it.
Start in 3. What's your 3?
Number 3, I would say would have been probably the Interbeing, and then 2 would be Nemec, and then 1 would be Vision of Disorder, Raised to the Ground.
Wow.
I fucking love this album. This band is fucking amazing. Tim
Wow.
Williams, one of my favorite singers of all time. Mike Kennedy, the riff master himself. Go check out all the shit. Check out Blood Simple. Check out all the old VOD. It's fucking amazing.
Wow.
But tracks for me, Electric Sky, The Craving, Severed Wing, it's just something to check out. But that whole album is solid. Unrelenting. There's still fucking, he still sings, still melodic.
It's fantastic.
Pissed
I'll have
off.
to check it
Very
out.
pissed off.
Nice. Well, check it out, man. That's your number
album. I
1.
can't say enough about it.
How's that feel? That's your
Feels
number
fucking
1.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You tell me what the fuck you think if you hear it.
I'll do. I wrote it down, man. I will do that for you. Wow. Okay. This is good. We're just expunging, you know?
Sponge?
Brrrah.
I remember them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The first album was good, but then the rest sucked. Just insert any band name and then say that. And then
Sponge?
No, that their first album was good, then the rest sucked. All right. My number 1 is the Acacia Strain. CD is Wormwood. Track is Ramirez. The most deliciously negative band, as Randy Blythe has said. And he is totally on point. It is thick. It is in your face. The lyrics are fucking brutal as shit. They sample Terminator. They have a song called Skynet.
I think they're all good. So.
I didn't like the third one, Rise of the Machines.
Yeah, fuck you. So. Oh.
You liked it for real?
Dude, I like them all.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. And I didn't like Genesis.
No?
Genesis, you're looking at
Because
me.
I forgot about
looking at
Genesis.
you,
Because
you're
there's
looking at
Salvation
me.
and Genesis.
Salvation was fucking solid. With Christian Bale. Ah, fuck you.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale was in
I thought it was
Salvation.
just the fucking other dude.
No.
Are you thinking Rain of Fire?
Nope.
With the dragons?
Nope.
I
Nope.
fell
No, that was
into a
Labyrinth.
burning ring
No.
of fire.
I'm telling you. Salvation
Are
with
you
Christian
thinking
Bale.
Avatar?
No. That was Marcus. No, that's not his name. That was Mark. That was the dude. That was the dude's name in Salvation. Christian Bale was John fucking Connor in Salvation.
Christian Bale was in it.
Is he? I'll trust his word.
Don't you remember?
I never watched Salvation. I can't tell you.
Don't you remember when he went off on the fucking sound guy when Christian Bale did?
Yes.
Who the fuck are you?
Amateur.
Did you hear that?
Maybe he had a flashback to American Psycho. I don't know.
Oh, it's good.
Makes
They
sense to me.
That was a good movie.
they did that on Family Guy too. They sampled that Christian Bale freak out thing.
Like the actual audio?
Yeah, the actual audio.
I think I did see that.
It was Peter, I think, did the thing that pissed him off.
I think I saw that.
But no, the new Terminator looks great, man. Linda Hamilton, yeah, I'm fucking excited, man, to see this shit.
I'll go see it with you, but I'm not going to say I'm excited.
Yes, movie night.
to be honest, I didn't remember Chris was in there until you mentioned who he was.
yeah, good stuff, man. dude, Acacia Strain, I can't say enough about that album. I really enjoy a lot of their stuff. I would say that my stuff isn't been my super favorite. That's put right there, animal fact check. I get excited.
I had no idea.
I speak before I think. That's my problem. That's the last fucking
speak
like
before
15 years
They
we've
come
known each
before
other.
anything.
I come really too early a lot, but
I was sitting here. I was like, was he in the movie? Because I feel like he might have been. Then you said, I was like, oh yeah.
Ramirez, man, that's a fucking awesome song. It's more hardcorey. It's more genty. It's just disgustingly evil. I love it. It's so good. It's my fave, man. Fucking sweet. Oh, it feels good to say that. I'm ready for you, man.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it in there because you used a different album. Throwdown, Deathless, 09.
It's fantastic. I'm afraid to say anything because
Yeah.
of our album
Yeah.
album review coming up.
It's coming.
I'm also afraid because we just got yelled at.
I yell that all the time.
I do too. We all do. We also do stupid shit that gets us yelled at. Is this a wrap?
I'd say it's a wrap.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a fucking wrap.
Hey.
We'll be back next week. We're going to be doing Throwdown Deathless 10th anniversary fucking episode. We're going to be doing a lot of selfless, slutty shout outs so we can get attention from fucking Throwdown and Dave.
Oh yeah.
Sounds good.
Dave.
We're glad to be back. Thanks for sticking with us after this month off. WastedAttention.com. Search us on YouTube.
Like, subscribe,
Like, subscribe
hit
us.
the notification bell.
We like you guys a lot. We like that you have fun with us and say bad things about us. It's really cool.
Sometimes bad good things.
It's true. Well, a lot of good things too.
No, bad good. Like the dude's like like hating, but he said, "Good luck."
Yeah, exactly. We like to think we're reasonable people. We don't know everything here. We don't even fucking.
We're human.
We are.
We're not.
Or
We're not
are we?
machines.
All right, guys. Wasted
Make your eyes
attention.
glow red right
All
there.
in here. Wasted attention. Then we're gonna star fade out. Can you do a star fade? That was like the ball slapping. Hey! All right, we gotta go. We're gonna get in trouble.
Bye.
Bye.